We are recording this as our last day in this apartment, yes?
Yes, finally.
They're doing some renovation upstairs, but listen, I've already showed you our apartment, the new one, but this is going to be officially the day that we move out of this apartment and we move into that apartment. How long were we here for?
From I think January,
Hmm.
and now it's September. It's like 8 months, I think. Eight,
We're
nine.
Yeah, that's a long time. We didn't expect to buy an apartment. It was just something that because my wife got pregnant and I even wanted to be somewhere where we didn't have to worry about getting pushed out or rent moving up, or you never know what can happen. In small towns, it gets pretty crazy. So we bought this apartment and we're going to show you what this apartment looks like. I did a lot of work in this apartment and a lot of the work is going to stay, so let's do a little walk around. I'm in the living room slash second room in this place. This is where I did a lot of my recording. This is actually the first desk that I ever used. In 3 years in Russia, this was the first uh, desk, and it's pretty flimsy. I actually had to deal with it, but this is where a lot of the live streams were coming from. When we first moved into this apartment, also, there was no light. We just had to put the light bulbs on, and behind the recording desk that I had, I did a lot of modifications here. I took away the glass. I put some things up. You saw a lot on the live streams. Oh, almost left this. This is something that I brought back from Irkutsk from the shooting episode. So I'm happy that I found it. If you don't remember this episode, I did an episode about shooting stuff. But yeah, in this room, we bought this carpet that we're going to leave here. This is a couch that extends into a bed. In this room, there was maybe 5 couches, believe it or not. 5 couches just bunched up in here. There was another 2 on the other side, maybe. No, maybe it was 3 in here and 2 over there. The bottom line is it was packed with a lot of old things. This place was so dirty. This place was so broken, but this is just the living room, which I think was the cleanest of all the rooms. And this is how we left it. Oh, this is how we're gonna leave it. Now it's time to show you the other room. This is the master bedroom. Now this room had no bed when we got here. There was no bed. There was a old couch here that I sat on and my ass was itching all day. It was here. There was one couch here. There was one couch over there and maybe something over there. There was no bed, guys. This bed we bought, and the owner told us that we could pay less rent because we bought this bed, but we had no bed. And we didn't move in until we had the bed. There was no way we were sleeping on these couches. These couches were probably infested. I'm telling you, my ass was itching seconds after sitting down. This is a window that leads to where the sun shines or the sun rises. This room also had no light, and the light in here is actually really nice because I put these 3 light bulbs and it's super bright. If you're ever looking for something or you need something, that light is really helpful. This place does have these closets. These closets were moving a lot. They were dancing. They were moving a lot, but I put some cardboard under. Of course, now they're still moving a little bit, but before it was like they were dancing the cha cha cha, the Macarena. And another interesting thing that I like, well, I put a bunch of these smell good things all over because in this place it smelled like it was really humid. But yes, I leave these for the next guys because they're not gonna like what it smells like without them. This is the kitchen area. There was no light in here either, but I replaced I put lights in here. Now, if you guys remember, I actually put this countertop and I redid the plumbing in this entire kitchen and in the bathroom. The plumbing was horrible. The floor was rotting. This countertop, we also paid for it, and the owner didn't give us any money for that. I also redid the wall here. Well, it's even more messed up, but there was a huge hole here, guys. It was so wet, and I rerouted the washing machine water. All of this area was rotten. Okay, but it was the only thing we could afford, and also was the only thing available. When you come to a small town, it's very hard to find rent. We also put this sink. It didn't used to have a sink. Nothing in the kitchen worked. This also we put in here because the other ones were old and nasty like these. In fact, I only changed one of them out because we cooked out of this one and the stove was just horrible. I'm not complaining because I'm sad about it. I'm just letting you know this is the condition that some things can be in. Now it's time to show you our new apartment. We've already showed you a little bit of what it looks like, but to be honest, we moved everything that we own to the other apartment now, and we're officially moving in. And I think it's way different than this. Just remember, look at the walls here, look at the curtains, look at everything. You can see up there, I never got to that corner. That corner is so busted. This is not something that our new apartment looks like. I mean, if you look over here too, just in this moment, you have two different wallpapers. It's much different. So let's go ahead and go look at our apartment now. Welcome to the new apartment. Now I'm going to show you immediately where everything is. This is everything that we own is in this room. This is the kitchen area because we don't have a kitchen yet. This is where we decided to put everything. Everything that we own is here. Everything that we were living with for the last 8 to 9 months is here. In my opinion, Ksenia and I were talking about this. We said, you know what? This is actually not a lot of things. This is basically all our lives. And I'm actually happy about that. When I was coming out of the military, I could live out of a backpack. And I lived out of a backpack for so long that you can see I don't own a lot of things. Obviously, there's other stuff that we own around the house, but this is the bulk of it. This is everything that we moved out today. Let's continue over here, and I'm going to show you the other room. This is going to be our son's room. Our son's room is where we're using to dry our clothes. Our clothes is out here drying, and I have more clothes here to hang. And this is my computer table. This is where the new live streams are going to be happening from. I already did one live stream from this location, but this is a real desk. Really happy about that. And I'm going to now show you the main bedroom. This is going to be basically where I think the majority of our future things are going to be, because this is going to be a living room and / master bedroom. All right, this is the master bedroom that leads to a beautiful balcony. There's a beautiful balcony out there. We bought a bed. This is the bed. Shout out to Klaus, our friend who helped us to get this bed. We can say that we're going to sleep now officially. This is going to be our apartment. This is going to be the first night that we sleep here, fully knowing that we don't have to go back anywhere. We don't have to pay rent anywhere else. And also, in case Ksenia has the baby tonight, we also have a semi-ready bed for our son. This is going to be next to her whenever he's out here and living in the real world, not freaking freeloading off my wife. He's going to be in this bed next to my wife. This is also where the rest of our things are. Okay, this is a lot of clothes. Basically, it's a bunch of clothes. Now, today we ate our first meal in the apartment. Bunch of cutting boards, meat, and this is the seats and table that we used when we go shashliking. All right, when we eat shashlik, this is the table that we use. Something interesting about this baby bed is that my wife made it herself, and here's a clip of that. My wife insisted that she has to build the bed herself for her son, or for our son, but she's been carrying him for 9 months, and she said, I'm gonna build the bed.
I just like this stuff. It's like Lego for me, just like a game.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, oh, how are you not doing it? Well, you don't have a Russian wife who wants to do it herself. And she's doing a great job. Look how much she's advanced. Looks almost done. We Have our bed mattress decompressing. We have his decompressing too. And she's building the baby bed. Shout out to my wife. When I previously showed this bathroom, the floor was not right, guys. It was a bunch of rotten wood down there. It was shaking. The toilet was leaking. It was been leaking for so long that the floor was rotten. I actually chipped everything out and re-put cement on the ground and then put the toilet. Now the toilet is not shaking anymore. It's just really solid, and the throne is an important thing. So I've already gotten to work doing some things, modifying some things in this apartment. Obviously, we save a lot of money if we do it ourselves. Comment below if you can see the difference also between this apartment and the other apartment. Because I can tell you immediately that in this apartment, everything is uniformed. Out here, they put some like brick style paper wallpaper that I'm going to change, I think, in the future. The inside of the rooms are all one wallpaper. Everything is very uniform. The ceiling is all the same style of ceiling. They're the same trim, is the same trim everywhere. The door here is a really nice door. In the other apartment, it was like some weird door setups. But that has been us officially moving in from the old apartment that we were renting for 8 to 9 months into our very own apartment. I hope you enjoyed this video. I already made a video talking about the prices, how much this cost us, and in the future, we're going to say how much electricity bills are, how much the water bills are, just maintaining life in Russia. All of that information after 1 month of living in this apartment, we're going to be able to share with you. Thanks for watching this video again, and I'll see you tomorrow on an awesome video because we're going to go look at some cars or something like this. It's going to be sick. Bye.